just can't do it. Between him, Margaret, and even low key, especially on this episode, Zeke too was getting on my nerves. Like they was all getting on my nerves. I understand he was trying to be protective of Lacey.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it real. You are, and I think the end of the episode just really reflects what I was thinking at the beginning of the episode. I was like, you are an agoraphobic. I'm laughing at Sir now. I'm sorry. When I said that, it made me think about him. But you're an agoraphobic, and how are you really going to protect her? You kept saying, I got her. But when it's all said and done, are you really going to be able to have her back if she, Lord knows I don't want her to get got again, because that was horrible. But are you really going to be able to have her back is what it all boils down to. Like everybody was, every week I get up here and preach about how everybody else only ride horses. I rise for Gabby. I stand with Gabby strong.
But I do think it's realistic, because I think in general, no matter what the situation is, and of course this is an extraordinary, horrific situation, but just everyday people in life, we always could see our stuff, or we'll make an, excuse or whatever for what we may do, and we don't really know what we would do unless we in that situation. But if somebody else says, we don't see it, and we could be like, oh, you should have did it this way and that way and the other way. So I think they show a good example of that with all of them.
Exactly. I think we got to see each one of them. And yeah, I like this episode a lot. Hey, Mochi Boo Boo, how are you?
Mochi.
So yeah. So let's get into the beginning of the episode. Lacey's actually getting out of the hospital, right? She's getting out of the hospital. Make sure these photos uploaded. Because, child, they was having a good old time trying to get up in here. Let me put us in a different camera, because I don't want the camera to start acting weird. There we go. All right. One day they gonna have to make this bigger so I can see. But that's all right. We gonna work with it. Let me get. Okay, there we go. That make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so when the episode starts out, Lacey is getting out of the hospital, and we notice that Gabby is actually not there. Her mom is there. Margaret is there. Trent is there, but her mom is not there. But Sir is actually looking at this on the television. On the television while he's making plans, girl. Do you see what he doing?
I thought this was interesting too. Like, we over here making sure the place got a basement. We got everything set up. We talking Dutch, and I think I remember seeing a book for, what was it, China?
All everywhere.
And I forget he making his rounds. He's doing his research, and he planning on keeping Gabby in the basement again, sir. If you don't sit down somewhere in a cell.
I said, come on now, sir. Really? What are we doing? Tit for tat here? Like, what? I got you, then you got me back, and now I'm gonna get my lick back.
Right.
Like, what are we doing? Like, seriously. He's talking about his wife too. I was like, stop it. And using Zeke's story and that's what made me laugh and tickle when I was saying because I was like, oh, this Joker talking about it. But that's a good concept, though. If you think about it, he's setting the stage already for why you're probably never going to see my wife come out of the house, right? Because she has agoraphobia. So now he kind of has already planted that seed.
Exactly.
So nobody's going to be asking any questions, you know? So, I mean, Sir is smart. We have to give him that much. He is very, very smart. He be thinking 2-3 steps ahead of everybody. The only person that is still really just trying to be there for Gabby is Don. He's talking about, she's like, I'm going to go do my time. I honestly don't think Gabby should do time. Why I keep calling him, I don't know if he's the chief, the captain, whoever he is, but I was low-key feeling him like he made a lot of sense, and he was trying to get Trent to really look at this situation of what he was trying to do. Like, you want to lock her up, but is it based off of your feelings? You are going to be America's most hated. Some people are going to see it as, oh, he's just doing the law, but most people are going to see it as, this woman was kidnapped, and she kidnapped her kidnapper, but she also finds missing people. Like, she's gonna be the hero in this story. Tamika, like, what you think?
Yeah, but he don't care about that. I was kind of surprised though. I said, "Dad, Trent is not wasting no damn time." He said, "Lock her up." Okay, throw away the damn key. He was really serious. He already had the paperwork, the file, everything put in. And I did like the way that the chief captain or whoever broke it down, and he was thinking logically. And it's funny because he even said it was like, I think, a year that he thought that Gabby could have potentially did this, but he's like, with everything's going on, she could have made that confession in distress because of the situation. And any lawyer is going to be able to break this apart. So if you are going to do this, you got to come harder, bring all the facts, and show me a case that we are absolutely going to win. I'm not going to just do this off of you and your feelings. Like, is this really you being a professional and being worried about the law? Is this your personal feelings because they done got hurt? Let's not mix up the two. And I was like, okay, Chief, go ahead, break it down. Because I didn't expect him to have that reaction to it.
Yeah, me neither, because he always talking about how Gabby a pain in his butt. But I guess,
Uh-huh.
it's one of those things where she does such good work. Like, even though she kind of showing up the police, there's a group of people that benefit from what she does, and that kind of lightens their load when you think about it. And the fact that they most of the time are helping out with them, it's like she's low. It's like she's low key lifting them up in a sense too. Like,
Yeah.
she be shooting shots at them. Now, don't get it twisted. She shoots some
Mm-hmm.
shots at them, but at the same time, people know that they are putting in their input to help as well. So I think it's like a win-win situation for the both of them. I think that if you put 12 people in a jury box, you're going to have to get the most diabolical 12 people that you can think of, because I don't see 12 people finding her guilty of kidnapping, even though it's clearly kidnapping. But I don't think we find 12 people that will say that she should be punished for it. I don't even think you find a judge, like if it went to the judge for a sentence and say it got past the jurors and they said, okay, you're guilty, right? I don't think a judge would even throw time at her. I think she'll get a Chanel. Honestly, I
Mm-hmm.
really do. And right now, I think Trent is just in his feels, like Candy said, just too far in his feels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely in his feels.
Okay, doing the absolute most. Now, of course, Lacey is back, and Don, because when Don and Gabby have the conversation, she's like, "You are still M and A, right? Like, I'm gonna go do my time. I'm gonna go serve my time." And I'm like, "Gabby, you ain't finna serve no 30 years. We is not finna have it. We gonna protest, do whatever we got to do. You're not finna do 30 years." But so he comes back to them like, I know y'all want to quit. I know y'all want to quit, yada, yada, yada. But I think this is going to be good for Lacey having this consistency. And then who pops up? Lacey. Talk to me
Mm-hmm.
about this scene right here, because this right here, I was like, wait, what?
Well,
What?
it was funny because they was like, "Oh, Lacey ain't even supposed to be coming in to work yet. You know, we done got a concussion and we supposed to be taking it easy." But on one hand, we think it could be good for her. But she was already in here like, "Oh, well, what's going on? I'm ready. What's happening, Captain? Where's Gabby at?" She hugging him up. And I was like, okay, Lacey, you wouldn't think that she just been, freaking tortured and thrown around by damn sir a minute ago.
Okay. But
Mm-mm.
then Margaret with her shisty self, when she was like, where's Gabby? I miss Gabby.
Yeah,
And
she
then,
was like, well, why is she acting like that with Gabby? But honestly, to be honest, even though I know, because of course, we didn't know that she was still kind of having her problems with memories, but they did say different effects that it could have with her having the concussion, so we knew it was a possibility. But I really didn't think that Lacey was gonna come back and still be as mad with Gabby as the rest of them any daggone way. I was expecting her to more so be trying to like still be down with her and be like, well, I know that she looked out for me type of thing and whatever. So I wasn't too shocked by it. But when Margaret went out her way to be like, well, why is she acting like that and asking about Dago and Gabby? Do she not remember what the hell Gabby did? Because she just want people to be just as damn mad as her. And even her mama ain't mad. Like, no, what, you ain't gonna check mama, even though mama pissed me off even more in this episode, EJ. I didn't think it was
I thought about
possible. Jesus Christ.
I thought about you. I said Tamika somewhere mad right now. I said Mama done made her even more mad at this point. But I was like, now she trying to keep her baby girl. But I'm like, I mean, did anybody ever stop to think that maybe it was true?
Right.
Like everybody's just assuming that it's not, but we know that Sir does have the audacity. Maybe then they didn't realize that Sir had the audacity to try to hide in plain sight. I mean, that's crazy to me, but they made her think it was all her imagination. I can't imagine that. I mean, I'm pretty sure like she consistently living in fear because she knows that she's seeing this, but she's trying to, like she doesn't know at this point because she don't know if it's real, not real, whatever the case is. So I don't know. I just feel so bad for the baby girl, but I was not feeling Margaret in this episode again. And just when I thought we might take a turn towards the end there, I was still not feeling her again. I'm like, if y'all don't, between you and Trent, y'all getting on my nerves for real. But we're going to get a new case. Well, first of all, she's still trying to work on this case, of course. She's still trying to find out where Sir is. And now she's using, God, why I can't think of her name. All I see is her face right now. The other cop, what's her name?
Oh, I can't even remember her name either, but I know who you're talking about.
I know her face when I see it, but I can't think of her name. But
yeah, she took the file from her and she was like, girl, you got to get that damn file back, okay?
That was so funny to me. She was like, I'm going to need that back, okay? Like, I ain't trying to lose my job messing around with you. Come on now. Give me that file back. Messing her up. Justice for Lacey.
Right.
Mama did not mess her up. She just didn't know. She didn't know what to do.
Yeah, she meant well, but I was like, Mama, please. Like, we finally actually get somewhere with that. And I just was like, you got to be freaking kidding me right now. Oh, Lord.
It all makes sense, though. But the problem is that I feel like child services really messed that up. Like, y'all messed up her healing because y'all come in there trying to take somebody's kid after they done been through a traumatic experience. Like, what y'all gonna do? Finna put more trauma on them? Like, I know you don't think that you stepping in and possibly trying to take this child away from the one thing that she has left to hold on to is gonna be any good. Now, what Mama needed to do was get her a new room. Why we still got the balcony doors? No, we need a new room. Period.
Yeah, she needed a new everything. That was what I've been saying since the beginning. Like, Mama, I get it. You thinking like I just got my baby back. She's safe. That's all we really trying to focus on. But again, y'all did not know where this man was at. You did not have no confirmation that he was unalive. You ain't have no confirmation of him being locked up. So I'm sorry. Like, we ain't got time for it.
Exactly. I would have had cameras. Listen, the type of time I would have been on is like, ain't no way in the world nobody walking up in here and getting my baby girl again. I'm having some motion sensors in there. The minute you step on that doggone balcony, poof, big old bright light about to pop up on there. If I'm gonna keep the balcony, dang it, it's gonna be the safest doggone balcony you can think of. So I don't know. Mama was dropping the ball, but I get it a little bit, but I also just wish Mama had did a little bit more. But you can't help but like the mom at the same time because she's trying, but but they, like I said, I feel like Child Protective Services really did a doozy in this particular case when we were making some headway, when we probably could have seen what was really going on, and now she got to come back to a recluse again and close her eyes and not see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. Hey, Mooch say Gabby is not going to jail. Of course she not, because we're not gonna let that happen. Just for Gabby, he still loves her. Absolutely. Right, and that's how she's messing her windows, doors. The child will be sleeping with me, and she's mute. Child. Exactly. Yeah. She would be like, we would be making pallets on the floor and making tents. It's like we'd be doing some fun stuff to try to make it not seem so, but we would have forts and all types of stuff in my room with me. Okay. And I'm gonna have her some of them little like that little thing that them old people be wearing where you push the button.
Right.
Don't have one of them little buttons to push. She don't have everything.
A whistle, something, child. Like,
It all. Hey, Greta. But yeah, so we go and we talk to the man, and where we oh, hold on, let's talk about this first because I'm going out of order. Trent done brought himself to M&A. He just can't stay away from M&A if we just keeping it real, right? He just keep coming. Like, I'm like, Trent, if you don't like Gabby, why you keep coming over here? Like, won't you just let everybody be? But no, you trying to get them to come and flip on Gabby. Like, that was a viable plan. And the first person you go to is Dawn. If anybody, you should have went to Margaret first. Like, if anybody was gonna flip, maybe
yeah,
her.
Dawn would be the last one that's gonna even consider doing anything, flipping on Gabby about anything. So he
Right?
ain't been paying attention.
Okay.
Hey, the
Hashtag
Lawrence
free Gabby.
report.
We need them shirts. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get them shirts. We need them shirts. Free Gabby. Okay, don't play with us with Gabby. But yeah, why do you think this was a good idea?
I don't know. That would be the last person, if he been paying attention, to go to about this. Like you said, Margaret, then maybe Zeke. Even Margaret had to end up checking him later on. But I would more so understand him going to them and just feeling like, listen, y'all know as well as I know that what Gabby did was wrong. So just come on and tell me what you got to tell me. But I also was like, why do you even need to go to them? Because Gabby clearly herself has been like, I don't care. I don't mind doing the time. Just let me do this first. It's not like if she was trying to deny anything or back out of it any damn way. So there's that.
Hey, the Lawrence report. What's good? I'm sick of Trent too. So sick of Trent.
Hey, Greta.
Yeah, I mean, Trent is very unlikable at this moment. Honestly, I was only warming up to Trent towards the end. So towards the end before, so it's not like I really liked him from the very beginning. So there's that. But yeah, so Don shuts him down real quick, and then they get a case. A young man comes in and he wants them to help him find his mom, but then he sees the police and he's like, never mind, I made a mistake. And Don is like, listen, you gotta go, bruh. You got to go. And then I was like, I knew right then when the way that he I don't know if it was that second time he walked out or that first time he walked out. I was like, okay, Trent is something else going on. I don't know what it is, but he's really invested in this case at this point. But meanwhile, we got our girl Gabby. She is over here talking to the man. Girl, what was going on in this scene? Did they say that he stayed there with somebody? And did Sir do you think Sir got a partner? I got some questions. Do you think Sir got a partner?
Yeah, apparently it's a possibility of somebody that he knew. Now, the cop was saying, I already spoke to him. We didn't get nowhere because I think he had rented a room. I don't know if it was a room in an apartment, but it was something he rented from him. And Gabby was like, well, let me go in here and talk, and let me go in here and talk alone. She felt like she could get somewhere that they couldn't.
Yeah.
And as soon as she, started talking with him, he got up. He remembered, I guess, the book, because Sir gonna be with his daggone books, okay? And then he also talked about somebody that he had been talking to, and she like, wait, he had a friend? And of course, that led her to, trying to ask Lacey about if she heard him talking with anybody as well. But Lacey over here having PTSD and everything else, so. But yeah, it's like, who could possibly be helping him? And then she did ask, was it somebody that looked like him? Because she's thinking possibly the brother.
I'm sorry, but that brother looked like he still might have something going on. But then he do got another sibling too. But I'm just saying, we already done wrote him off like he was really trying to help. But nah, I still got my eye.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It was like, I always felt like 50-50. And then the fact that he got pissed off and left once he supposedly found out that, Sir took out the mama allegedly. And we didn't see him no more after that. So they left that kind of open. So I'm curious.
Okay. So he take her over there to the book, and she get another clue or so. Like she always getting some dog. He leave his breadcrumbs for Gabby. All she has to do is follow him. But as much time as she spent there, I mean, it is what it is. That's why I don't understand why Margaret stays so mad at her. I'm like, girl, she spent a lot of time there. I'm telling you, if your son ever come back, he is gonna be conditioned, and he is not gonna be your child. Okay, he's
Right.
gonna be whoever he was with.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be conditioned to what they've taught him, what they've trained him, and that's how Gabby is. Just because she got older doesn't mean that goes away from her. That's trauma. That has to be
Exactly.
traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Tina,
Absolutely.
something not right with that brother. I don't know what it is, but it is something ain't right with him. So we get back and we get the case together, right? Okay, we're gonna take the case, right? And we got the mom that's missing and the dad that's missing, but we can tell that there's something else going on. And when that grandmama walked up in there, girl, I said, she walking up in here for damage control. This is not a walk up in here because I'm concerned. This is something else. And I couldn't quite put my hand on what it was then, but I was like, which one is she protecting? Like, because I didn't know if she was the son's mom or the daughter's mom at first until I think somebody says it, and I was just like, okay, so why do they need protecting? Because she was clearly protecting. Did you get that sense? Or
Yeah, you could see she was on some bull. It was giving me a little bit of what we were seeing recently with Reasonable Doubt, even with that mama, even though it was coming across a little bit in a different way. It was also giving me, in a lot of families, they have that saying, what goes on in the house stays in the house. Like, we don't go outside and tell other people about it. So I definitely felt like it was more to it. It wasn't just like, oh no, my grandson is bugging out, he's wrong, don't nothing be happening over here. And this is what they usually do. Like, clearly it's not, if he's as worried as he is, and he's saying that my mom usually always calls every night 8 o'clock on the dot. Okay. She never misses. Like, he's not going to be worried like that for no reason.
exactly. And but the way grandmama sitting up here just trying to, I'm like, grandmama, sit down somewhere. And but then she like, okay, do what you gotta do. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like, okay, but you say that so that ain't nobody looking at you with the side eye. Because you don't want to be the one trying to stop it, because we all finna look at you with the side eye. Hey, Sally girl.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
yeah.
Sally.
So we get a little more into the case. Did you ever figure it out from the jump? I didn't figure this one out. Did you ever?
No, I really didn't. I figured their stories always have some type of twist to it, but I'm more so was like, okay, is he's doing something to the wife. I mean, just the way that the son has so much fear, he seemed very adamant about it, and he also kept like references his mom. He wasn't like my parents, my mom and my dad. He kept going on and on and on in reference to the mom. So I was more so feeling like it was a thing of the dad doing something to the mom than a lot of these other people that they was first asking and saying maybe this person could have been mad because the door, trying to check like the father's background and what kind of work he did and who he would be involved with. At first we thought that he was giving some kind of look in this picture to the guy. So could the guy have had some reason that he would want to go after him? But I kept saying it was going to be more to the story, because we always know that there is always more to the story. They ain't going to be the first person that they think it is. Hey, Kendall.
Hey, Kendall girl. But yeah, it's never gonna be the first person. This is really irking my nerves. I'm sorry. It's just getting on my nerves. So if you see me slap myself in the face, that's why. I have done that, y'all. Lacey. Girl, Lacey done she losing the memories. She done lost the memories, right? She can't remember nothing. She just kind of going with the flow. I was like, Lacey, go take a nap. I just needed her to sit down somewhere. Like, I understand she want to help, but I just really need. I'm looking at all these cuts on her faces. I'm like, please, Lacey, go take a nap.
Yeah, I really did want her to kind of relax, maybe hang out more with her mom or something, and we really did try to give her, like, I guess what we think is the least,
Mm-hmm.
hardest, like, the least complicated thing for her to do as far as making calls. But even something that would be, easy on a normal day, she's having difficulty with doing. She's not even remember half of the damn things, what she calling for, who she spoke to. So it's like, we don't even need her to be doing that.
At all. Nothing at all. And Zeke just continues to be so protective over her. I just wanted to jump through that TV and push Zeke out the door because that's the worst thing you can do for him. I wanted to go push him out the door and say, now what? What you gonna do? Shit. Listen, let me find out what your weakness is. Darren Shaw about to sit up there and use it. I'm about to push him out the door and then close the door behind him. You gonna have to stay outside. Keep messing with my girl like that.
He mean well though when it's all said and done. I know he really care about her. I don't know how I feel about their relationship yet, but you know.
It's gonna be very awkward, that's for sure. Now, when they were looking at the pictures, they noticed like a little trend that she didn't post consistently, like it wasn't daily. And I'm like, I gotta do better because listen, they wouldn't even get it, they wouldn't even notice a trend with me. That's normal for me. Like, so I'm like, I need to get a trend clearly, just
Right.
in case. But they noticed that, but they couldn't quite put their fingers on why it was. But they just were like, something is a little bit off with this. Why is there missing time for someone who posts the way that she posts? Because she really did post a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She just posting about anything. Do you think Gabby gonna just one day just go off on one of them? Cause it feel like she be taking it with stride when they be going in on her. She just kind of.
Yeah, she been taking it all this time because she feels guilty. So I don't know. She could have a day where it's just all boiling over and she end up going off. I wouldn't be mad at her if she did, but for the most part, it just seems like they playing on her guilt. She already feels guilty, so any little thing that they say is pretty much like, yeah, I deserve that. I'm gonna take that.
I don't like that. I don't like that
Hmm.
they're doing her like that. I'm just like, come on now, y'all. But this right here, child, I said, sir, you have got to be the boldest joker. You are so bold right now. Not only are you bold, but we saw when Trent was ear hustling on the case, right? He was ear hustling and he heard what was going on and he decides that he gonna put himself, he like tag me in, coach. I'm gonna put myself in the game. Forget this. He gonna tag himself in the game and go take it upon himself to just insert himself into this case. But Sir is following him. So Sir said, I'm gonna insert myself. If you gonna insert yourself, I'm gonna insert myself because for whatever reason, why I always feel like they competing.
Yeah, he listen. I'm trying my best not to start calling him heavy boots because that be taking me out. Sir is such a. I mean, he really don't care. Like I thought we was gonna have a rumble in the jungle between them two. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but we ain't get that. I really did. And the fact that he's following them around and he's being out in the open, ain't really trying to hide at all. And I'm like, y'all don't be feeling this presence, but I did feel so bad for Lacey and the fact that even now she's still getting PTSD and she's second guessing herself and she's reverting back and counting because this was mama telling her to do when she was little, even though she clearly knows that she wasn't crazy and she was seeing him for real before and that he took her again. So I'm like, girl, why would you be second guessing yourself now? But I get it, it makes sense. But it also was very frustrating because I'm like, he really got this damn girl shook and just done tortured the hell out of her.
Okay. Hey, support gaming.
Hey,
Hey,
support
hey.
gaming.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was a lot. I was like, girl, he on the camera, and then I'm like, just say something. Like we talking now,
Right.
like just say something, and that way Z can go back and look at the
Exactly.
footage
All
and
he got
really
to do
see
is
it.
rewind the damn tape and see whether he was there or not. Like, come on.
Okay, but I guess it's the way we had to progress the story, so I'm gonna let it be.
Mm-hmm.
Loving these flashbacks. These are some of the flashbacks where we actually get. We'll talk about the whole thing as a matter of fact, but we get the flashbacks where Child Protective Services show up, kind of talk about those scenes, and because at this point right here, I feel like Bella is about to have a breakthrough. The closer her and Gabby get, I feel like we're doing little more things, little more things. We ain't seen her smile in a minute. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen her smile. but I feel like we're getting closer and closer. But what's your thought processes? Kind of talk us through this scene, and then when the Child Protective Services pop up.
Yeah, like Gabby being there for her made a big difference, a very big difference, and helps her to be able to get through and process things and feel like she got somebody that could relate to her. She got somebody that helped her. So of course they have their bonds. I thank God that she at least had that because Mama just wasn't doing it for me, y'all. I'm sorry. I love Mama. But Mama, between you not getting this damn security, and then even though I don't like how the Child Protective Service first got involved and coming here to see if she's being hurt in some type of way, even though that's their job, they got to do that and rule it out regardless if anything comes up. In a way, it was a plus because it opened the door for them to know and see that she's over here circling damn sir and saying there's a damn monster and she's scared. So that was something that her mother didn't know about. And then for her to now find out about it, I'm thinking that Mama gonna be like, well, damn, are you still seeing sir? We gonna dig deeper into it. But no, we basically tell her, oh, you gotta watch what you saying to the daggone people. You really not seeing what you think you seeing. It's just your imagination running away with. I'm like, no, it's not. She's literally seeing him. Like, I was so frustrated with that part because I really wanted them to have a breakthrough and be like, wait, is this man still coming around? And then when they asked Gabby, do she still be seeing him? And she's like, no, I haven't seen him. And that's the man that took us. I just wanted them to dig deeper. It was like y'all was so close. Y'all was right there. All you had to do was just keep going.
Remember when he came in there and he was with the puzzles? Did he circle, sir? Do you think, or did he circle something else? I don't know.
No, he actually circled her name, and I don't even know how the hell he was able to circle her damn name around. Like, this man, I'm just so sick of sir. He's a menace.
He really is. And he's such a good business because you know what? There's like this side that, oh man, I hate to say it, but he has like this this charismatic side to him. I feel like he could pull you in if he really wants to. I'm like, man, sir ain't, like crazy.
He definitely do. And he playing the hell out this freaking role. But I'm like, oh, that was so frustrating to know how close they was to finding out the truth. And I agree with Kendall. Like, she needed to be in therapy. And I think it's the Child Protective Services that's also like, well, let's try to get her into like speech therapy. Like, it should have been several different therapies that this child should have been going to after going to this encounter. Like, Gabby being here with her, yes, that's cool. And you trying to just integrate her back into, hanging out with the family. The last time we were seeing her with the party, and because she had the knife, she over here, oh, I'm going to get on you later about that. Like, no, obviously this girl's terrified, lady. That's the parts that was ticking me off with Mama. But I love you, Mama.
No, I get it. I wholeheartedly 100% get it. I feel the same exact way. All right. So, hey, they sent two of them out there too. So we get the little people who we think that they have the contention with in the pictures. Only we found out that really ain't even the case. Like, that was all cap. And so we have to dig a little bit deeper. I ain't even gonna talk about them that much because that's all it was. It's never the first person ever. Yeah. So then Trent tried to shoot his shot again, Tamika. Again.
Well, this one made more sense to me than Don, like I said before, because Margaret do have her feelings on Gabby. Even though Margaret, child, she been pissing me off from day one too, because I just feel like if it's too much for you, you can't do your job. You don't want to be there no more. Sit your behind down somewhere. Say, I need to take some time off from work. I'm going to stay here at the damn train station, okay? Or I'm going to be over here with Zeke and them something. Like, we don't want to hear your nagging every damn minute. But I did appreciate that even though she not feeling Gabby, she also was like, yeah, what you not going to do is play on me and try to use me to be able to get to her. But they was able to do good teamwork as far as this whole, house scene. And it was funny because even he was like, don't try to read me, because she was able to pick up that it's some type of, connection he had to this too. It was an experience that he been through. She said, I thought they were swingers.
Listen, you never know these days. Listen.
Right. I wouldn't put it past you.
Okay, you never know. You never know. I went too far. But anyway, so Gabby, it just don't care. Gabby say, I'm turning myself in regardless, but I'm gonna take all this time until I don't have no more time. And the one place that I'm gonna go spend my time at is at the police station because I need to be there for this. I'm like, Gabby, you can't just keep walking up in the police station. Eventually they gonna try to keep you there. Like, stay away from there. Send somebody else.
It was so hilarious to me that this must be just the gossip throughout the whole station, because the way that Sister Cop, I don't remember her name, was like, girl, we know you and Trent going through some things. Okay. Y'all need to get it together.
The doggone captain, he said the same thing. Like,
I was like, this must be the gossip throughout the whole precinct. And then when she see her folder, she acting like she's shocked to see it there, even though you already know. So I'm like, okay.
I think it might have made it more real to her. Like, oh, okay. And then, did you see the placement of the photo? Like,
yes. They think they so slick with it.
Or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are on the same level. Trent is like low-key trying to treat her like she on the same level as a sir. I'm like, sir, she is not on the same level as a sir. Like, yes, she did something that she shouldn't have done, but she did it out of trauma, out of stress. She snapped. People snap. Sir ain't snap. Sir is certifiable.
Right.
That's totally different. Like, come on now, Trent. Like, come on now. After Trent said that he almost unalived, like he was almost unalived somebody, Trent can't say nothing. He can't say nothing no more. If I see Trent, I'm gonna forget he a TV character. Leave my girl alone. So yeah, she see that folder, and I think it just kind of is like puts more urgency too, because she knows that he's really coming. I think on a certain level, do you think on a certain level, maybe she thought that he would change his mind, like at some point, like maybe it would calm down enough. She says that she want to do the time. The way she looked at that folder, I was like, maybe she thought.
Yeah, she could have possibly thought, but so far your own people ain't calming them down. That's it. So I'm sure it's a piece of her that, feel like, dag, I thought we was more than that. I thought you was going to be able to understand and see my side of it.
The only person that I know he was speaking to, Mooch, was when he was speaking to the person about that apartment. But, are you talking about before then? The other episode. Are you talking about then? The other episode? Because I feel like he was talking to somebody on the phone. I'm like, to me, I think he got a partner. I just don't. I think we're gonna be real surprised at who it is.
That would explain a lot, though, because Sir would be popping up like damn Michael Myers. So I said, do he got secret doors and secret, passages that he could go through underneath the floors in the streets? Like, how the hell he be moving around the way he do?
Without nobody recognizing him, and you look totally the same. You ain't even try to change your appearance.
Exactly. Like, you don't wear no disguises or nothing. Like, he just putting a hood on his head.
Listen, the when it dyed his hair the same way. Like, dude, you look just like you look on your mugshot. Stop playing. Like, you look the same. Like, you look like the teacher. Jesus. Sir, like, got a little Dexter and Joe complex. That's what it reminds me of. Because
he do remind me of them a little bit.
Girl, especially Joe. I would say probably closer to Joe than Dexter, because Joe just really always thought he was doing the right thing.
Right.
Like, it was always him. I was like, too much. But yeah, Lacey is really struggling. Like, she is very much struggling through this whole situation. And she kind of freaks out, right? She wants Gabby, but when Gabby gets there and Gabby starts to ask her these questions, which I was like, Gabby, this is just too soon. Don't ask her no questions. I get what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the information right there while she in the moment, because we do know that she been forgetting. Does Gabby know that she forgetting just yet, or have they told her? Because they hadn't told her at some
No,
point.
they hadn't told her yet. And I think this was when she was first trying to ask her if she heard him talking to someone else. Yeah, Kendall, we did mention that because the older gentleman, said that he had a friend or somebody that he was talking to, and she was like, no, I can't remember. And at this point she started getting flashes of course, tussling with him and him having her tied up and all of that. And when she got upset, then Zeke kind of intervened. Oh, go her, stop it, Gabby, that's enough. I'm like, child, she ain't doing nothing to her. She ain't trying to damn hurt her. And I think she was actually about to tell her that she saw, Sir on the camera, but then she started second guessing herself with that. Every time she would just shut back down. So I was like, Lord, Lacey, I feel bad for you, but at the same time, I need you to go ahead and speak up, girl, and stop second guessing yourself.
That part. Absolutely. So Zeke all but tell her to get up out his house. I mean, he might as well say it. That's the type of energy I was channeling. And then here we go with Sir just running around like he ain't America's Most Wanted, like he not a fugitive. I'm like, sir, you is number one on John Walsh's list. Stop playing. Like, come on. Like, you are the number one you are the number one person that everybody wants to see. They probably still got a tip line about you at this point. You done re-kidnapped the same person that you kidnapped over 20 years ago, bruh. There's no way you should be walking around like this. But yet here we are, looking like a teacher, looking like somebody's professor. And he just wants to help with the case. Now, I cannot deny Tamika. I can't deny. He be helping. He really do.
Yeah, he do, which is weird as hell, because you would think, even though we clearly do see him making plans, but it's like, you ain't moving fast enough for me. You got time to stop by the damn office. You got time to follow Heavy Boots. I said, is he about to steal something in the house when he first picked up that vase? But no, of course, he was just trying to set up the letter and everything. But I just was like, sir, like, we really trying to still help with these damn cases.
Hey, they was a team. Forget this. Listen, Gabby tried to break up the team and Sir wasn't having it. He had to let her know, like, look, I can get away anytime. That was what was so funny to me, Tamika, is that he really could get away at any time. It was so many times I said, Gabby, you are horrible at this whole kidnapping thing. Girl, you're giving them too many weapons to be able to get away with. Stop playing. You done gave him too much stuff. And I was like, he don't want to get. That's when I realized he didn't want to get away. He wanted to be there with her. Like, that has got to be the most sickest, demented.
Yeah, he is just messed up in his damn head, and he don't care. It was like him and Trent was so close within this. I don't know how he just be slipping through. Again, he finds a way to slip through or slip past. Like, which other way was it out? I only seen them one stairs. Okay, and then Trent clearly heard something and was like, get back up. But he still missed him and was able to be like, mailman, and leave a damn letter. Like, houseway.
Okay. Listen, y'all right. Sir be solving them cases.
He do solve them cases.
Sir is the one who solved these cases. I mean, he helps Gabby tap into her mental state so that she can, and helps her put things together. And that was genius. Like, think about it for a second. Like, and I was like, you know what? We need him. I can't remember who it was, but somebody had a good idea of using him. I forgot what show is similar to, but using him, like catching him, because he don't need to be out in the public, right? Catching him and then using him to solve the cases. Like, he still gets to help with the cases.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. They did that with Hannibal Lecter. They used to go down to Hannibal Lecter in that damn cage, okay, and talk with him. Granted, he done got out of the prison a couple times, but that was their go-to. They would pass him the file through the damn glass, and then he would look it over, tell them what he need to tell them, and then pass it back. Sir could do the same damn thing. He do not need to be free on these streets.
Exactly. But he can certainly help with the cases, because clearly they need him. I don't care what they say. They need him to.
Yeah, they do need him.
Okay, they need somebody who think crazy. So he leaves that letter there or whatnot. Okay, yeah. So when I do that, it goes to the bottom. I was wondering. He leaves that letter there or whatnot for Gabby. And I wondered if Trent would give it to her. I was really shocked that he did because I was like,
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is from Sir.
trying to be out. Ugh. Trent was irking my nerves, like seriously. Like irking the heck out of all my nerves. But let me see. Let's go to a. Let's do this so I can get a bigger picture of it. Oh, that didn't help me out none. I was trying to figure out who that was. I think that's Trent, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's when Trent was talking to him when he finally opened up and let him know, like, this is not your fault. You haven't did anything wrong, because I think he finally admitted that he's the one that wiped up the blood, that usually his mother would just wipe it up. He kind of came and gave them more info and was like, can this help her now? Finally, my grandma over here trying to get me to damn lie. And he basically was blaming himself, and Trent was like, no, it's not your fault. And he started to open up more about what happened with his sister and the fact that his sister was an, DV victim. And like you said, he was over here ready to try to arrest the guy, get her away from the guy. He was so close to almost taking the damn guy out. And Margaret made a face, her eyes got big, Gabby over here looking, because this is something we didn't know about Trent. And he was like, she ended up finally standing up and, leaving the guy, whatever. So, worked out in her benefit for that. But he promised, he was like, if Gabby say we gonna find your mama, we gonna find your mama. Trust and believe that she is not gonna stop until, she's found, and I'm not gonna stop either. And the boy was all hugging him. And I was like, oh, little, bonding moment, little way to connect. And so now that kind of gave us a different perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, Sally, I love Blacklist. That was my show.
Oh yeah.
Y'all know I still didn't look at I didn't finish the very last season of it. Like I started it, but I hadn't finished it. It's like I want to hold on to it. I don't ask me why. It's a crazy thing, but I'm not looking at it on purpose because it feels so final. But yeah, but Red to me was not he's just a master manipulator. He just ain't no criminal. He ain't no criminal. Yes, he is. But still, I love Red. He can't do no wrong. It's like with Madam. Y'all know, I think Madam don't do nothing wrong. But I love this moment, though. Seriously, this moment was such a touching moment. And Trent let us in for a minute. And for like a whole half a second, girl, I was like, you know what, Trent? Nah, I didn't even say it. But I was like,
to me, that felt like he should have had even more understanding, because yeah, you didn't do it. You was able to compose yourself, but like you said, you got close to it, because when it's somebody you love or it's you and you push to that limit, you don't know where you would go. You don't know how that is going to affect you. And so I love, like I said, that they tied this case kind of into it, to give all of them a different view and outlook, especially with what they have going on, of course, with Gabby and the whole situation and Sir. And it was funny to me too that when she got upset after he gave her the letter, he was like, now is not the time to be focused on, Sir, and worrying about no daggone guilt. We gotta find this couple. That's gotta be the number one priority. And she was like, I know. So he wasn't trying to let her sit in no guilt about it, because when Lacey was like, I'm sorry, it's my fault, she was like, no, it's not your fault, it's mine.
Okay, now after she read that letter, boom, eye opening, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, now we know, because who done let us in? Because who did what? Sir. Like,
yeah, he was basically like, this is similar to you. Think about it. Look at these pictures. She's not a victim. She's a victor. She got tired of the bull crap, okay, and took control.
Exactly. Took her power back. And that's essentially all Gabby was doing, was taking the power back. Yes, she snapped. Ain't nobody saying she wasn't wrong for it. But listen, at the end of the day, shoot, she found him. That's all I can say is that's a lot more than the police have done. This man been on y'all most wanted list. He a fugitive for 20-some years. And she, a little old Lacey, and Don found him and was able to kidnap this man, but y'all couldn't even find him with all of the resources that y'all have. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all should never want that case to see the light of day, if you ask me. But I'm just saying, because I'm biased. But what you think? Should they want that case to see the light of day?
I mean, yeah, there's that side of it too. It don't make it look good that he was able to still be out here, still coming around, hiding in damn Lacey closet, watching her and tormenting her all this time, and y'all never was able to get nowhere near close on him. And yet Gabby had him sitting right down in her damn basement. I'm just saying. But he wanted her to call 911.
Okay, because y'all wasn't gonna come, y'all wasn't gonna get him. Even if she had to wrap them up in a pretty little bow for y'all wasn't gonna get him. Like, it is what it is. Like, gosh, Trent irks my soul. Like, he right back to being on my irk list. So we find out that it actually was the opposite way. I missed some pictures because it was going too fast for me. But and I didn't get a chance to take those. But we're gonna find out after Gabby's gonna figure it out, like, hey, like, she took her power back. She kidnapped him, and they're going to see it on the camera. Right as they're bringing it up, they were able to get into the neighbors' cameras, and they're going to see that he had pushed her down or did something to her. And I guess she said, enough is enough. Nuck if you buck, because I'm about to take you out. Okay? Like,
yeah, but even when it came to that part and finding out that she's been being abused for all of this time, they've been together 20 years, and now you see it on the camera that he was starting with her. He pushed her just because she was able to get the upper hand and take him up out of there. It's like, well, why are we getting mad at her?
Okay, Trent made me so mad. Woo, I just want to climb through that TV. I'm telling you, this is one person I can't see the difference between him and the character. I'd have to just get him. But we find her, right? We find her, and she was like, I wasn't going to untie him. He said he was going to unalive me, and I believed him. Shoot, looking at your face, I believe him too. Looking at your face, I believe him too. That man, that is crazy. Exactly. They was in a real fight.
Yeah.
Talk about
all bruised up. Her face is all purple, different cuts all over her face and her chest and her neck. Like,
Okay.
I was defending myself.
Talk about what she talks about, how the dad never really, like the son, he never saw this until, talk about that part.
Yeah, she was saying that this had been ongoing, but typically, he was never doing it in front of his son. His son had never seen it until now. And he even made threats not only to her, but to the son. And that's all you got to do for most mamas. Mama bear going to come into full of damn effect. Then we really going to be on your ass. Because we ain't going to let you hurt a kid. We probably be like, I'll take whatever, but, not my child. And that's pretty much what she was giving me. She wasn't trying to, go for it. She was like, enough is enough. Yeah, absolutely. She was fed the hell up.
Okay, and I don't blame her. I do not blame her.
To be honest, I thought he was going to be over there, not breathing no more when Trent said where he at. He lucky he just was damn tied up, and then he had the nerve to act like he was going to rush towards them, and Gabby was like, I wish you would. Okay, I wish a ninja would.
Listen, when Gabby stepped in front of, I said, Gabby, what you finna do? I hope you finna do taekwondo or something with your little old self. Like, what you finna do if he come bum rushing to both of y'all? Just step out the way, because the wife, clearly, she ready right now. She in the mindset to go ahead and take him out. Just move out the way and let her get him. But yeah, I mean, when it was all said and done, they got her to the hospital. The son wants to come and see her, and Trent just doing the absolute most. I don't have that picture, but Trent got on my nerves here.
Yeah, well, we already know. We just got to get used to it, even though we don't like it, that Trent want to be this, tight-laced, by the book cop. And he's like, that's the law. Unfortunately, we still got to hold you until we can figure things out, because you still, committed a crime. But it was funny. He still had a little bit of a soft spot, because once her son was able to run past Dawn, and he was like, he got away from me. I'm like, really, Dawn? He still did let him come in and talk to his mama. And of course, she was, letting him know, like, she's so proud of him and happy that he contacted them and he did the right thing. And that, pretty much she always been glad that he her son, and that he's nothing like that raggedy ass daddy. She got every faith that he gonna be okay. And she was like, sometimes the law is not fair, because he was like, this ain't fair. But
yeah.
Oh, really? You gotta finish it. This show is so good, Barbara Johnson. It really is.
Yes, girl. Go finish
Mm-hmm.
it. That first season, you hooked right from the
Yes.
jump. That's why this show is so good. Then they better go ahead and
Mm-hmm.
renew it. I need them to renew it early. I loved how this son came in here checking his daddy like this. I
Oh
said,
yeah.
check who, boo? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
check your daddy. Because it just goes to his excuse me, it just goes to his narcissism for one thing, to think that you were going to be able to finesse your son like this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you went in with the finesse. I said, no, you did not just try to finesse this boy when you know that he saw. The mom says that this was his first time seeing it. Like, so now you know that he's seen it, and now you want, like, what was you gonna say? What you finna do? What you finna say? I was just like, what you gonna say? But I
Yeah,
love
he
how the
tried to give a fake apology. He tried to gaslight him by being like, "Don't hate me," and he like, "I don't hate you, but I also don't like what I've seen that you did to my damn mama, and trust and believe I ain't gonna be nothing like you." Like, sir, bye. But him saying that to him also, I guess touched something in him because he decided not to press no damn charges. Which, to me, I'm like, what we gonna do? We gonna both press charges on each other?
Okay, because I'm pressing charges.
Right.
I'm running up here with my face looking like to Kingdom Come and back, looking like I done been in a doggone scrap for real with a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all pressing charges if that's the case. If I'm going, you
Exactly.
going. We going. And she got all this proof because she been taking video proof. Oh yeah, we all going. You
Mm-hmm.
better drop these charges, sir. Sorry. But I do feel like it was what the son said, and the son said it with such class and
Yes.
with such reverence and respect for his father. Like, you could still hear the respect for him in the sense of, "You're my father."
Mm-hmm.
Because some people would have just went off on him, but he didn't. He just said what he needed to say. He articulated it very well,
Yes.
without anger, without yelling, without cussing, without fussing. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
He said what he said, and that was it. Now I'm gonna go back over here with my mama because bye, Joe.
Right.
I don't know what his name is. He Joe. Bye, Joe. You out of there. So, and then he ends up dropping the charges, which I thought was great. But at the end of the day, I really felt like, why are you even putting these charges on this woman? Like, you see what it
Yeah,
is.
first Gabby was like, Trent, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, Gabby is the Lord. But at the same time, once the son ran back there and Gabby was still kind of like standing in the way about to tell him, well, you ain't going to be able to see your mother. He was like, Gabby is okay. So you still see him breaking and you see that it's gray. Like, it's not just a black and white thing. It goes deeper than that. And I think that gave him an opening. Again, it was an example of this whole thing that he got going on with Gabby. So that's why I like the way that they tied it in, and then him coming back and saying like the charges have been dropped and you got such a great boy and all of that kind of stuff, and him and Gabby giving damn googly eyes even though they try not to give googly eyes.
Yeah, they still like each other. If I don't even see the allure in Trent, but
Mm-hmm.
because Trent irks my nerves. But, if Gabby like it, I guess, we'll roll with it. Kendall says, I know the main storyline is centered around Sir kidnapping Gabby and Lacey when they were young, but do y'all think he kidnapped other kids afterwards? Maybe Margaret's son as well? Shoot, I don't know. That's a good one. I never really thought
That is
about
a good one. I don't think he did Margaret's son. That would definitely be a twist, but I do feel like Gabby wasn't his first.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like he was too professional with this. And matter of fact, when Gabby got there, was it when she got there that he already had somebody else previous? She ended up coming across something, or was it after? I don't remember
No,
because
no,
it's
it
been a
was while she
while.
was there. Annie was hiding the note.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes. So we do know that he had somebody else. We don't know exactly what he did, and then somebody was peeking through talking one time or something. I gotta watch season 1 again. So I feel like he was a professional at this. I just feel like when it came to Gabby, maybe that's the one that he really connected with the most. Like, she learned how to play the game and he could clearly tell that she was a very smart girl. That intrigues him. I don't know what the hell it is with damn Sir Child because he's a damn sociopath, but
I don't know. I think it was, remember because remember Gabby was new to the school, right? She was a transfer
Yes.
to the school, and she just kind of soaked in the energy of wanting to read. She loved reading so much. Like, she
Yes.
wasn't trying to be in all the other
Mm-hmm.
stuff. She just wanted to read, and that's kind of how they connected. And I think she
Right. And
like,
he was like, "Oh, you so smart." And he was saying he had these books there for her. And at first she like, "Oh, thank you," and thinking it's all cool. But of course he had a whole, like, thinking of a master plan child. He had a whole nother damn plan up his sleeve, and just want to keep her there, and didn't think that her father wanted her there. And when he thought he was gonna be a better fit for her, it just, of course, went to a whole nother place. But I definitely think he was doing it before her. I think he probably was making more mistakes in the beginning.
and he got better at it, because so the
Mm-hmm.
other part that you were talking about was when Gabby almost got found, but somehow, some way, I don't know if he talked the girl, it made her, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what he did. I don't think he unalived her though, but I think that he somehow finessed her, talks her into thinking that whatever it was, that it wasn't what it was. When she
Right.
thought that she was getting help because the girl was like, "I'm gonna come back with help" or whatnot. But what
Mm-hmm.
if that was a front? What if the person that's helping him is a woman?
Who knows? Because in real life, it'd be those situations where they use a woman or they use another child to help them or whatever. Because most people would probably trust that and think that that's a nice person. So I wouldn't put it past if we end up getting like some kind of backstory, or they find out something in the mix like that. I really wouldn't be shocked at all.
What if he did?
Everybody probably would be expecting it to be a man, and then there's a woman. Yeah, I could see that.
What if he did kidnap Margaret's son and he's raised him all this time some kind of way? And what if he is his helper?
That would really be crazy, girl. That would be definitely a twist. I'm so curious to see how they gonna, bring everything around. Because I still feel like Margaret is gonna end up getting some kind of answer down the line. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like she is.
Yeah, I think she finna get some bad news just based off of the trailer, the way she was sitting up there hooping and hollering. I don't know why I have such a disconnect with her and Trent right now. I ain't got no empathy for them. I'd be like, yeah, but she was hooping and hollering on that ground. So I'm like, maybe they found the remains of her son, or shoot, I don't know. But the thing is that Margaret needs to be able to move past this. She needs to be able to move on. So they have to find, that's the only way she's gonna be able to move on. Like, some people were able, like her husband,
Yeah.
her kids, they were able to move on,
Mm-hmm.
but she's stuck in that
Yeah.
moment. For one thing, it's the guilt. Like, I don't understand
Mm-hmm.
how you try to make somebody else feel so guilty when you have a certain level of guilt on you as well about your situation. They just so hypocritical to me, all of them.
Yeah. But that's usually how it is. We can see our stuff, but we can't see somebody else's. And I do want her to get closure. I want to see how that looks, whether we find him and then he's just like, I don't know, y'all people, and he's stuck, like you said, and this person that he's been around all the time that's raised him, whether it be Sir or whoever else. Or if we end up finding remains, and then if it's a situation where he wasn't even that far from them this whole time, or it's like, oh, I could have found him, I could have been near him, whatever the dynamic may be. I just want to see how it's gonna play out.
Girl, Margaret has worked my nerves
She been
too.
working my nerves since the season came back. I ain't even gonna
She's
lie to
so
you.
extra. I'm like, girl,
I'm
just
like, if you
quit.
don't sit your ass down some damn where, like, if you don't want to work, don't work. Especially when she came out and told Gabby, like, oh, you the one that's messing me up or whatever, and I can't work when you're around. I was like, then tell her you got to take a damn time out, that you cannot do this job. What do we need you here for if you can't do it effectively?
Okay. And always trying to, and she be trying to feed off and be trying to feed that old negative energy over there to Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke needs to sit down. Like, dude, bruh, like, don't do that, because I don't want to go in on Zeke like that. I hate to talk ill will of him.
No, I actually feel like Zeke haven't even been that. I mean, he's definitely been mad at her. We know that he was already writing a damn letter to say he was leaving before everything that happened. But Zeke more so turned up this last episode with Lacey being out than when she was missing. And when they first found her, you would have thought it would have been during that time. And I get the protective part of just like, I got her, she's here with me. You go, don't worry about it. But It was like, all right, Z, because there's only but so much you could do.
Exactly. Not
Like,
to mention, Gabby has been that one consistent and constant thing in Bella's
mm-hmm,
life, in Lacey's life. And even
mm-hmm,
though there is, even though there's this thing that has happened, that doesn't take away any of that. That doesn't even take away all the good. They keep acting like it's tainted. You can't
right.
be tainted when people are found. Like these people would have still been missing regardless. And guess what? If y'all didn't get Sir's help, they probably would still be missing because apparently y'all ain't that bright. I'm just joking.
And on top of that, not for nothing, Zeke kind of dropped the ball too, because as much as he was trying to be like, I got her and I'm watching her, you literally had the cameras, Zeke, where any other time you looking up everything and seeing everything, you listening on conversations, even when we don't know you listening. But you ain't think to rewind that damn tape all this time and see Sir looking up at the camera saying cheese. Like you came in on Lacey having panic attacks like 3 different times in front of this damn camera doing a damn countdown. Okay. Nothing ain't say, let me look and see what she going off about.
Okay, because it has to be something like it ain't just come out of nowhere. We just saw her go from being bubbly and like, come
Mm-hmm.
on now, like let's think about this. So, but yeah, so but we have a happy ending. You know, the son.
Candy said Margaret found her backbone and her voice. She better go find something else.
Yeah, she needs to go
Yeah,
find.
she did, because she damn sure been like turned down for what? She been on 100, 1,000 since this season started.
Girl. So we got a couple of more things to talk about. First, we got to talk about this heifer again. Ugh. She talking about before I can try to move on. Ooh, girl, I couldn't be Gabby. Boy, Margaret wouldn't even have a job right now. Mark, you better go sit your ass at the bus station somewhere because you got to go. Okay, I done took enough of this ish. And then you come to my house talking about you want to see it, and then you gonna walk away like, dude, like I just can't do this. Margaret, sit down. Oh,
Well, EJ, she thought she was going to be able to do it. She thought she was going to be able to see things and have a better understanding, because working this case made her feel like, okay, now we could get this closure. Because Lacey said, baby, this is what I miss. This is what I love. This is what we supposed to be doing. Let's just dance. Okay, let's get this party started. And Margaret wanted to be able to be there with her. And she said, let me go ahead down here, girl. There's one more thing that if I do this, I'm going to be okay. Only to find out when she got down here that she wasn't going to be okay. But I do know, I do need Margaret to sit at the train station, girl, until you ready.
okay,
That's what I need you to do.
girl, because that got to be the craziest thing. But ain't nobody trying to tell you how to deal with your trauma. Like, come on now. Like you watch, like if we just really start to question people's morality and stuff like that, you let your whole daughter walk out of your life because you couldn't let go of this. But nobody's judging you or questioning that. But if you're looking at it just from a morality side of it, how could you as a mother? You know what I'm saying? Like we could say all of those things, but we won't because we don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't know the
Yeah.
extent of it. Like you can't go there. So if people can give you grace, why come you can't give Gabby some grace? I'm not saying that she wasn't wrong for lying about it, but what I'm saying is don't you think it's just went too far? Like at some point, where do we find the grace? That Don was mad at first, and then he realized, like, then he had to come back to himself and was like, okay.
Yeah, at least with everybody else, well, maybe minus Trent, but I don't really count Trent because I just look at Trent as the officer that was getting into the feelings with her, and I feel like he even feels like, damn, he wanted to be able to be the one to save her. He wanted her to be able to tell him, and he come in with the cape on for her rather than her, holding. But these your peoples that you working with, and y'all built this agency around finding people, whatever, that y'all all have your individual things. It's like everybody else has kind of had a back and forth moment where, yeah, we in our feelings, we mad that you lied about this and that we didn't know. We questioning how the heck you could do this, and coming here around us every damn day, and now maybe some of our cases could be questioned because he helped with it. Like I get all those aspects, but Margaret have just been going. You know how we were saying about Zach the other day on Zazima, he keep going up, up, up. That's what I feel like Margaret doing too. She never have a time where it's like, I'm okay. I'm in between. It's just up from here, girl. And it's
Okay.
annoying.
That part. Now, at the very end of the episode, we get this touchy moment between Zeke and Lacey, which I was just like, let's just stay friends. But anywho, but that doesn't look like where this is going. So I guess I have to let it go. I have to let it fly. But there was a moment where Zeke, I'm pretty sure he was dreaming, gotta be dreaming, because damn it, sir, you better not.
I know. I said, I know y'all freaking lying and found y'all gotta be, y'all need sir on y'all damn neck for y'all keeping on torturing us like this at the end of these damn episodes. Cause I was like, I know he didn't get the hell in here and take him out. But I think that was just showing like his biggest fear, like him telling her, you go ahead, I got you. I'm not going nowhere. Get your rest and going to sleep. And then really reality sinking in. And him being like, damn, if he was to break in here and take her, what the hell I'm gonna do? Because I can't run out this damn door and chase after her. Okay. It's not funny, God forgive me.
Yes, the hell it is. Because I was cracking up. I said, see, that's what you get. That's why you need to sit down and calm down. Because you can't go out the door. It's almost like this is what I saw. I saw him wanting to be that person that she leans on, because we're getting all these flashbacks, and Gabby is the person that she leans on. Everybody wants Lacey to be mad at Gabby too. Like what Kendall was saying, like especially Margaret. They really wanted her to be big mad at and I don't understand why. Why do you want her to be mad? Like, that's just not even her personality. First of all, if we know Lacey, we know that Lacey was probably going to be the one person that was going to be forgiving of this whole situation. And when we found out that she actually 100% got her memories back, she just wanted to do the job. Yeah, she said it was disturbing, messed up, or however she called it. But at the same time, she loved Gabby, Yeah. So I feel like Zeke wants to be this new person, but he can't be. And this fear, this agoraphobia is going to keep him from being able to really, really be there for Lacey and probably even pursue anything with her. I don't think he's going to try to pursue it because of that and that dream, and that, because I think it's going to be reoccurring. I think he's going to continue to have that nightmare shot. Hey, pretty girl. Hey,
pretty girl. Yeah, I mean, that's his weakness. And I do think is the fact that he knows Gabby has usually been the one that's been there for her all this time. Also, he knows Lacey has a certain strength within her. He's even saying to her, like, I don't know how you do it, and the way you persevered and got through all these different things, and you still come back and you still positive. And, she even tried her best to have different little weapons and be prepared for certain in the ways that she could be. But which ways would he be prepared for Sir if he come up on him?
Exactly. Trying to have all these cameras and stuff, and can't nobody get within 100 feet. Like, bump that. What if they just say, forget it, because Sir is bold. Sir don't care about your little cameras. Sir said, cheese, smile, hey.
Right. He waving on the cameras like hey.
Like, I'm part of the team. I'm part of M&A. I help build this company, okay? I help solve these cases every day. I am an unofficial member of the team. So what you gonna do, Zeke? You can't even come out the door. Like, I feel like that's how he's taunting him right now.
Yeah.
I feel like that's his thought process, because that's my thought process. I'm like, did y'all discuss those fake passports that Sir have him for Gabby calling her his wife? Yeah, when he's trying to take.
Yes, we were saying he got everything set up. Like, he over here talking about, just in case you don't see her, this is why he planning it and plan. Do y'all have a basement? I said, so he about to put Gabby back down in the basement again.
Okay, that's how they playing tag now. I'm like, Sir, this is not a game of tag. It is not. You are not it. Like, don't even try. This is not your turn to touch Gabby and say, hey, you it. No, like, stop playing. But I really do think that was a hallucination, and that's just going to be his fear tapping in, because we can see that they're getting closer. But at the end of the day, can Zeke really, really be that person that he needs? Like, yes, they have a connection, but if something were to happen, what would you be able to do? If something happens to her, like say her concussion, something happened with that, Like, all you can do is call 911. You can't get her to the hospital real quick and in a hurry because you can't walk outside. And I'm not blaming him for that. I'm just saying that we have to recognize that you don't got her. Like, you're saying you got her, but do you really got her? There's limitations to yo got her. That's all I'm saying. That's it. But I'm gonna get off Zeke too bad. I ain't gonna get on him too bad because he do be trying to be respectful and try to come to work and do his job. Unlike Margaret, want to keep shots. Zeke say I'm trying to do my job and try to be professional in here.
Right.
Want to be unprofessional with her stank self. Just doing too much. But anyway, that literally is what's up with the episode. That's literally how that episode ended, was with Zeke having this, this nightmare.
Yeah.
So, what are your, like, so far we're on episode 4. And Sir is still just doing the most. I'm sorry, I am enjoying Sir just out here running amok on these people.
Yeah, because the next thing, I think one of the things, at least that I remember from the trailer, I only saw it once, was that Lacey is going to be saying, Sir can't work these cases no more. Okay, we don't need his help. We don't want him here. Now, how's that going to play out? Because we know damn well Sir ain't about to sit down no damn way. He going to be right there on them cases, whether Lacey want him to or not. So I guess that's going to be with her conflict with Gabby lies. Like, she been cool about all the rest of it, but we don't want Sir on it no more. What the hell is Margaret screaming about? That's really the only 2 things that I'm really remembering right now.
Yeah, that scream was just, that scream was diabolical. I was like, woo, I don't even like you right now, but I don't like you screaming like that. But I got to see how I'm going to feel when I watch it, because I might just side-eyed. I might be like,
Yeah. And how long before Sir actually takes on this plan? Are we gonna find out who this second person could possibly be that he getting in touch with? And are we gonna have him kidnapping Gabby by the end of this damn season? Or we gonna have her kidnapping him again?
I think that we're gonna kidnap Gabby and take her to another country, and there is gonna be the problem right there, is that we're gonna be in another country, and how are we gonna get to Gabby? Like, I feel like now we're gonna be trying to save Gabby again. That would be crazy. They both get kidnapped 2 times. But then where do we go with season 3? Like, I just keep thinking about the future. Like, what do we do if we just keep kidnapping each other? She's not gonna kidnap him again, though. She basically about to get away with this. She ain't gonna do it again. She ain't crazy. I might do it again, but she ain't gonna do it. I might be like, look, if you tag me, I'm gonna tag you back. Yeah, we gonna keep going.
Right.
But anyway, what do you got going on your channel, boo?
Well, I gotta do Love After Lockup tonight, child. I gotta go watch the episode and record that. I do have up my Zatima, and I was about to say Reasonable Doubt. Reasonable Doubt is going my Zatima and my sisters. And of course, y'all know that I'm rocking with EJ with Found and From, and we also do our live Zatimas together too. So if y'all didn't see that, check that out. I'm going to have a couple other things that I'm trying to work on behind the scenes, so keep your notifications on. I do want to talk about Don't Move and Beauty in Black, but I just got to set up the schedule and figure out how I'm going to do them, and a couple other things. And I'm about to put out a bunch of stuff on TikTok, so if y'all not following me on TikTok, follow me over there so I can get into some other things that I don't, necessarily get to get into over here. Okay?
Okay. Now, I feel you on that, because it's just been so many things. So many things.
There's a lot. They flooding us with these daggone shows. And a lot of them been good, y'all. And a lot of them been good. A lot of stuff I've been watching been good. I'm like, damn, okay.
Come on, come through TV. But yeah, so as far as the channel is concerned, definitely trying to put up more content, guys. So make sure that you have your notifications turned on. As Tamika told you, we do Zatima on Thursday. We do the live after show, and we talk about the shenanigans that is Zach and Zatima. And then on Fridays, of course, we do Found. On Mondays, we do From. And then I have my own uploads of From as well. And I have, then I go on with Tyra, My Sweet Perspective, and A Slice of Horror to do From as well. If y'all not watching From, you got to watch From. It doesn't make you want to just keep talking about it. So definitely check that out. Also doing 3 women on the panel as well. So doing that on Sundays. We are also going to be talking about Black and Beauty in the Black. Oh my God, y'all. Woo! That's going to be interesting. But Beauty in the Black, if you haven't saw that, go ahead and do yourself a favor and go ahead and binge watch it. Just binge watch it. Trust me. It's interesting enough to keep you entertained for sure.
Yeah.
So definitely check that out. And then tonight, we got another live tonight where we're going to be doing some after dark foolishness, as Tyra called it. We're going to be rating if you've ever come through to any of her lives where she does like the Fine Men rating, where we just sit there and just kind of talk and hang out. We're doing that tonight. So come and check that out. Check out. Yeah. To me and Tamika already done looked at them. Something good. Grotesquerie is definitely interesting. I got to catch up on Grotesquerie, Kendall.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing an overall on that. I'm just trying to see when I can, because they already get, we are kind of out there as far as the episodes. But Teacup, Sweet Pea is something else called before on Apple TV. Like I said, there's a lot of things. I've been liking all of them. I'm like trying to keep up and remember what days what come on. And Penguin been good also, y'all. If y'all haven't been checking that out, even if you're not into the comics, that's actually been really good. And usually I'll join Ingo on Sundays for that one. But it's a lot of good stuff, y'all. A lot of good stuff.
It really is. But I think that's it for. I think that's it, y'all. But just keep y'all notifications on. I'm like I said, I think I'm trying to get some daily content on here. So I got some more videos up too. I did Beauty in the Black. I did a video on it, y'all. I did my first impression over Beauty in the Black, and I have my Zatima is up. And I think I got something else up, but I'm not really sure what it is. So definitely go and check all of that out. And then I'm about to jump on this other live here shortly. So come follow over there. Come hang out there. And don't forget to join the Discord, y'all. Don't forget to join the Discord. Make sure you join the Discord. We're going to be having some events in the Discord. So make sure you're in there so we can even talk more TV. And y'all, we're about to get up out of here. Shout out to everybody in the chat, y'all. Coming through for Found. I know Found is such a new show, and sometimes new shows don't get everybody don't get on top of them just yet. But shout out to Candy. She's also doing Found, y'all, and she's actually doing I think she's doing a watch along with Found.
Yes.
So make sure y'all check out her replay for that. Candy and I are doing Queen's Court tomorrow, Saturday, and then we're also doing book club. So come hang out and talk about this book with us. We're talking about the family business, and then I got another book that we're supposed to be starting. I just don't have the date that we're going to start it on. We're going to be doing Eve. God, what's the name of it? Who's that girl? Who's that girl? I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Gotta find a date for that one. But yeah, shout out to Moochie in the building. I ain't seen my girl in a minute. Greta, Lemon Fish Pepper, Tina, Sally. Don't forget to come to book club, Sally. This Saturday, we gonna be in the building, boo. And everybody else who came through. Barbara Johnson, appreciate you. I think the Lawrence report came through. Thank you. Pretty Girl Loves Trap came through. Mia Grass came through. And to everybody in the chat that didn't get a chance to say anything, we appreciate you guys coming through. If you watch this on the replay, make sure to type in #replay_squad and let us know what you think. Is Margaret getting on your nerves as much as she is agitating me? Who agitating you more, Trent or Margaret? Drop it down in the comments and let us know. And we're about to get up out of here, and we'll talk to you later, guys. Peace.